Hi, this is James Scott, Boar in the Bayou. In this episode, I'm reviewing the game Brass Empire, the new Canton Expansion by Mike Nade, published for Academic Games. 1 to 6 players, 30 to 60 minutes per game, ages 10 and up. Now, New Canton is an expansion for Brass Empire. You have to have Brass Empire to play it. I have reviewed Brass Empire previously, and I said it's the upper middle of the deck builder types. I gave it about 7.5, 8. This, to me, really adds to the game, but only on a few conditions. Now, if you notice, I emphasize 1 to 6 players. One of the things this game does, it adds a 6th faction to the game. So if you happen to have that magical 6 number, they've added this faction here, these yellow. I like these guys. They're fun because they add health tokens and they remove health tokens. But Mike, I hate this card. To me, it breaks these guys in a lower player count. Let me explain. This guy removes health tokens and turns it into brass. This whole faction is nothing but putting on tokens, and almost a lot of the stuff is like every turn put a token. If you get this guy and you have a bunch of these, it makes the game go by fast in a lower player count. Don't get me wrong, in a higher player count, these guys are fine because there's going to be 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 here, unless somebody generates all those health tokens on their own stuff. And of course, they're going to put a big target on because everybody's going to come after them just to prevent this one card from there. And of course, it's not just one of them. There's multiple copies of this. So this faction, love it or hate it. A higher player game, yeah, it'll be fun to play with. Lower player game, no, stays in the box. Now, the other part of this game is one of the really great features of this. If you've played Brass and you're playing with a group that is persistent and you're always playing the same group, you will really like this campaign mode. In the campaign mode, each of one of the beginning 5 factions, sorry, the new faction's not in here, thank God, they each will get a sealed deck for their faction. In these, I'm going to keep this spoiler free as possible while still trying to do a good review on this. And there's also going to be a campaign deck. Mine's broken apart. I'm going to keep it in the box. Other than you can see the stop. It will be like that. And what you're going to do is it will tell you on the card, do not go any further until this happens. And everybody's decks are set in a certain order. You don't shuffle or anything. And as you play, as certain events happen in the game, you will flip over. One of the things that the campaign mode actually added also to the game is hero cards, which with the heroes, each faction is going to have their corporate hero, which will have their own special ability. Unfortunately, we have the same issue I have with the starting cards from the factions before. There are a couple of these faction starting cards that are really powerful. They can get you started early in the game. Now, as you play this campaign, the campaign is played over 12 different games, and you get this little score pad to keep track of each faction, how you're doing as you're going along. After each game, you'll score it. Whoever had the most brass gets 3 points. Second, get 2, 1, and then 0 for 4th and 5th place. As you go, you keep tracking at the end. Whoever has the most points win. I really love about these hero cards is they have special abilities, and after each game, you're going to get points to spend on your abilities. I'm just showing the beginning ones that are in the rule books. I'm not going to spoil these, but the starting ones are, you can remove a card from your starting deck, or you can buy one of the cards that you've gotten during that game of your faction. You can permanently put that in your personal market, so nobody else can buy that. I really like that feature. It's really neat. Only problem was I found if one of your rare cards come up, or your rare powerful cards come up, and you take that card and you get that first round and you put it in there, you've got that advantage. So now you have your rare card always available for purchase if you get enough resources. I mean, you still got to have the resources, but certain factions can really get the resources early in the game. So I've seen after the first, second, or third round, getting that 9 card out there is not unheard of. So you might want to house rule that one, saying, look, when you do put the card in, it can only be of up to a certain value. That may help balance it a little bit better. That being said, without spoiling the rest of it too much, there are different cards that have been added to the game, different mechanics. Some are really nice. I do like that. I really enjoyed it. The rule book, he did redo the rule book where there are, you notice there's some sections where there are some more clarifications that were solely needed in the first rule book. Still wish there was a bit more, but this is definitely a rule book. If you once you get this, you take the old rule book and toss it. This is the one you're going to be going by. They explain some of the cards. I don't want to show that, but that's a couple of the new types of cards. Again, really good improvement on the rule book. Still needs improvement, but definitely a better. Comes with some more tokens if for some reason, I guess this is for if you got the 6 player, so you can add them more. And then some health tokens. We use just the dice that came with the game. The game came with the exact same box. Matter of fact, you could probably, let me see. Yep. It's actually he used the same box design, so you could take whatever insert and whatever lid you want to put. But again, great insert. The same one as he used before. Plenty of room. I have both expansions. I take it back. Both the base game and the expansion in mind with all the tokens, all the rule books and everything. All fits in here with plenty of room. Sleeving, it might get a little tight, but I didn't sleeve my cards. Thankfully, if you have Brass Empire sleeved, you might come in with a little problem because you're going to have to sleeve your cards as you go. That's the only problem I'll see for you sleevers, and I'm definitely one to sleeve. So other than that, I definitely give this one probably 8.5. It definitely improved the game. It is a kind of a one-shot scenario campaign. Now, you can reset the cards and play it again, but you're going to see what's coming. So you're going to do certain actions that you've got to do or in the game without spoiling it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to walk that thin line there. But you will, some of those things will kind of spoil it for you when you play it through it the second time. But the cards are numbered in such a way that you can reset your deck and be able to play through it again, probably with a different group, or give it to one of your other friends that have brass and let them play through the campaign. But like I said, if you have brass, this is definitely something you want to play with a consistent group, a persistent group. But it doesn't really add too much to the base game, so if you're looking for something to add it to the base game other than that 6 player, then you're probably missing out. So I guess you take the good and the bad, I guess, with this expansion. This is James Scott with Boar in the Bayou. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.